Mike, let's have a quick reflection on Saturday. You must be delighted with the way your team performed and turned around a half-time deficit.
Yeah, very pleased. Obviously started really well, and then to go in at half time with that scoreline was difficult. But yeah, the boys' reaction was brilliant and showed you the intensity that we came out with, and I think ultimately that was the main reason that we managed to turn it around. And then yeah, we showed glimpses of control and possession on a difficult pitch was also pleasing.
We spoke about it a couple of weeks ago about not having an away win for such a long time. I suppose it's a bit of a monkey off the back now, isn't it? That it's just another box you've ticked and you can move on.
Yeah, again, I'm just focused on the next game regardless. I don't pay too much attention to that. Say something for the fans and you guys to talk about. But for us, it's the approach, it's the reaction at half time that was really pleasing. Obviously, we want to win every single game. We know that's not realistic in terms of the outcome, but the preparation is what we're focused on. So yeah, really pleased to get 3 points away from home, of course. But yeah, that's been our focus. That will be our focus, and now on to Tuesday.
And it must show the character of individuals in the dressing room and the dressing room as a whole, that you can overturn those difficult times at half time, with the penalty decision and everything, to overcome that and put in the performance that your side did in the second half.
Yeah, we've got a lot of big characters, and yeah, like you could see the frustration was the energy, and we had to just make sure that we directed it in the right way, and the boys did that. Like I say, we've got a lot of experience and we've got a lot of youth on the pitch as well, so it's a good balance. But yeah, it was really good to see the reaction, to see the composure in how to channel that energy, and then for the outcome to go our way as well was good.
And 2 goals from a wing back in Joe. I mean, I know he loves scoring goals. He's told us as much on when he scored against Bradford earlier this season. That area, I mean, I know we talked about Mo Isa getting in the goals in his international duty last week, but goals from wide areas, from the wing backs, they're just as important to your side, aren't they?
Yeah, goals all over. Everyone's got to contribute, but like I say, in the way we play is probably one of our most offensive positions, and they'll find themselves, in those positions. And yeah, Joey loves scoring goals. He loves, he puts a shift in, and that's the whole intensity from the whole group that we saw, willing to be in the right areas at the right times, but also selflessly the running off the ball and the picking up second balls, which I think was the big difference.
I suppose it's kind of a deceptive name, isn't it? Wing back. I mean, I don't know whether or not you've got a better name for it, but it does feel like it's more an attacking position than perhaps it is defensive.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, especially like say in our formation, they have to pin the back line as far back as they can for us to try and operate and use the space in the middle. So they're either involved in the actual attack down their side or they're trying to get in the back stick. So really important for us to make sure that we can try and control the middle.
Feels like now that you've got certainly the forward half of your pitch and certainly the part of the team fairly consistent now, and it's just at the back where you're having to chop and change mostly through injury. But do you feel like you've got a settled team, a settled 11 almost?
Not so to speak. I think that we're always going to try and find the best ingredients. Like I spoke about the boys since we've come in, they've been incredible, unbelievable, and more than anything, it's us guys learning what we've got, and for them guys to understand what we want. But yeah, I think we've got competition for places, which is really good in terms of the settled nature. You do want to keep that consistency and build that continuity, but like I say, also players probably that aren't getting on do deserve to get on, so it is difficult in that aspect.
I suppose it will depend on who you're coming up against as well. There might be players who have certain attributes that will match up against oppositions better. Yeah.
Like I say, it's the team selection. There's a few different things. Obviously, it was a tough game, emotionally and physically on Saturday. So we've got to make sure that we potentially might make changes. We're going to look at that today, see how everyone is, and there's always many variables that you've got to kind of balance and weigh out probably what the fans don't see. But like I said, we've got a really good squad, so that's a good place to be.
and we mention him a lot in these press conferences, but Dean Lewington coming back and playing league football again, that's a huge boost.
Yeah, he's huge for the football club and for us on the pitch, and he was one of them at half time that was frustrated coming in, as we, understandable with the decision, but you can see experienced, he helped to channel that frustration and come out in the second half and give that performance, which was pleasing.
I mean, we talk an awful lot about his experience and his character in the dressing room, but I suppose most importantly it's what he does on the pitch. And we've seen him in the EFL Trophy this season, and of course then again on Saturday. He puts in the performances that make you think, okay, he deserves a spot in the side for what he does on the pitch, not just his experience and character.
Yeah, he wouldn't be on the pitch if he didn't, and that's the fact. It's the brutality of the industry. You can be the best character, you can be the best trainer, you can have hundreds of appearances, you can be a fan's favourite, but you've still got to produce, and he still is. So to have him here and involved, and now, we've got to be careful as he's coming back because of his recent injury history, so we've just got to make sure that we're careful with that. But he's huge to have around and really adds to the quality and the character on the pitch.
I think a little bit like yourselves, Grimsby had a little bit of a tough time a couple of months ago, starting to come out the other side of it from what it seems. Another tough test tomorrow night. Yeah,
really tough. They've got really good players, and obviously new head coach been appointed, so they're going to want to impress. Don't know how much chance he's going to really have to impact and put his imprint on the team, but we've watched the games back, and we know they've got individuals that can hurt you all over the pitch. They've got a way of playing. They're obviously very disciplined. You can see the structure and rotations that they're looking for and areas that they're trying to operate in. So it'll be tough for us. But again, we just focus on ourselves and make sure we dust ourselves down and we're as prepared and ready to go into tomorrow.
And of course, with the weekend off, it's an opportunity to go out there, just leave it all on the pitch, isn't it? And leave nothing behind, knowing that they've got a little bit of a respite from games.
Yeah, I don't think that changes anything. Like I say, I expect everyone to go out with that mentality regardless. You have to. And I think, that's what you'll get. You say an honest group of players. And we have got a little break, which, is good, on the train in front of it. But all focus is just on what we need to do to prepare and get ready for tomorrow night. And
just finally, we're going to be speaking to Conor Grant. What do you make of his impact so far since you've taken over?
He's very, very good footballer, very nice footballer. He receives the ball and he moves with the ball comfortably, and those are the elements that you can't really coach into a player.
It's like a natural sort of thing, is it?
Yeah, you can see the way he moves, he glides, and the smoothness when he receives. He's got an awareness, I think, around him in possession. We've still got a bit of work out possession, and at certain times to be the intensity, but in terms of his impact on the group and myself, it's been really pleasing. Somebody that is willing to learn. He's honest, and he comes with a lot of ability. So he's the perfect blueprint for us to really try and improve as much as we can and see what his ceiling is.
Chips in with a lot of assists, isn't he? Almost under the radar sometimes.
He does, yeah. Like I say, he moves the ball really well. He moves. He's clever. He picks up really good positions as well, and he's going to have a really high output in terms of assists and goals, I think. So he's somebody that is going to be key and very influential in the way we play.